we said see you later to Port Lincoln and headed off towards Ceduna. Had a couple of stops along the way. Our first stop was Coffin Bay. We then packed up and headed further along the Eyre Peninsula to Shringa Beach, which Kaylee was very, very excited about. What a frolicker! The next morning we set off towards Elliston. We checked out the clifftop sculptures. Then continued on to Woolshed Cave. We rolled into Streaky Bay to watch the sunset and then spent a couple of days there. So we're heading out of Streaky Bay this morning. And the weather hasn't been great. Well, it's been a bit windy, but nonetheless a lovely spot. Still knows how to put on the sunrise. We've just headed about 50 k's south of Streaky Bay, and we've come to Point Labatt, which is home to a permanent sea lion colony. And we just checked them out, but it's bloody windy. So yeah, I had hair when I left this morning. So.
Yeah, right.
We decided to take another short 30k detour down the road to check out a rock formation called Murphy's Haystacks. From there it was off to Ceduna, where we spent a couple of days shopping for supplies and getting organised for our trip across the Nullarbor.
We're just doing some food prep to prepare all our meals for the Nullarbor, because we can't take any fresh fruit and vegetables across the border, so we're pre-cooking everything so it's all ready to go, and we can just heat it up when we want it. So we're just making some savoury mince here and some chicken stew over on the other stove, and yeah, I've got some other food to cook along the way. Steak and veg, just, yeah, nice and simple, and yeah, prep day.
It is a wet old morning in Ceduna. Very windy last night, so I think that's giving us a taste of what we're going to experience out in the open on the Nullarbor. But yeah, we head off this morning, bit of fuel, and then hit the road. First day of our Nullarbor crossing. Where are we, Kaylee?
At the pantry.
So we had a look at a few things along the way. We stopped in and looked at the pantry. Then we headed to the Penong Windmill Museum. There's a bunch of different windmills there, including Australia's biggest windmill. And even though the weather wasn't on our side, we decided to take a look at Lake McDonald, the Pink Lake. It's meant to be really good in the summer or when it's a sunny day, but we had a look anyway. It was still pretty decent. So we have left Ceduna, making our way across the Nullarbor, but not what I thought it would be like. I was expecting hot, bright sunshine, and this is what we get. We're getting rain, and it's very grey,
And it's his birthday, 48 today. Happy birthday.
Thank you. And after a bit more driving, we made our way to the eastern end of the Nullarbor. So we made it to this end, we're just going to make it to the other end. So we've just come into the head of the Bight whale observation decks. Try and spot ourselves a little whale. Little puff. Well, we did get to spy one whale. Not sure if it'll turn out on the camera on the phone, but we did see it, so that's good. Worth the price of admission, maybe. We then had a short drive to the Nullarbor Roadhouse where we called in to have a browse around the shop, had a look at the bar and then sat down for a cup of coffee. Just got a little top up here at the Roadhouse. Pretty good price, only $3 something a litre. There we go. $3.16 a litre, you beauty. Lucky I only got a little bit. We headed out to the 164k peg free campground, set up camp for the night, and I got a very special Nullarbor birthday cake.
Happy birthday to you. Oh.
Where's the cardboard from?
From the package.
Oh, the thing it came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll blow it out.
Make a wish.
We then had our first of 2 visitors to camp. You little bugger. Get out of here, bush mouse. Bit of rain about last night. Getting up to have a look at the sunrise. We've got a few puddles about us. So. But yeah, at least it wasn't windy. That was the best bit. Then we had our second visitor to camp in search of coffee, not cake.
I'm Garth and this is Max, and we're Garth and Max's Australia Lab. We're walking around Australia for Brain Foundation, Act for Kids and Mates for Mates. We've walked over 8,000 kilometres so far. We're heading west and we still have about 8,800 kilometres to go, and we've raised over 82,000 for our 3 charities. And yeah, I'm medically retired from the army, so this is my way of giving back, and as well as being great for my mental health.
We said see you later to Garth and Max, and then got ready for the day ahead. Day 2 was a trip to Eucla. We stopped in at the Bunda Cliffs at a couple of spots to have a look around, and then made our way to the border crossing. Are you excited?
Yep, first time in WA. Very exciting.
About to head over there, go across the border. So we've just crossed the border into WA. We did have to get rid of our honey from Kangaroo Island, which is a bit upsetting, but I just forgot. Anyway, and we're on the road across to Eucla for our first stop. And again, it's raining. It's meant to be nice and sunny, but we did have a good morning though. Night 2, and this beautiful woman once again cooked up a storm. Still looking after me, even though it's not my birthday anymore. Got the sun going down and a bit of a fire going. So we're winning at life at the moment. Another decent night's sleep last night. A little bit of rain, no wind, which was good. We were kind of tucked away. We got off the coast a bit. So just walking down to the beach now to grab a bucket of seawater so we can chuck it on our fire that we had, just to make sure we don't burn the place down. But yeah, Eucla, pretty cool little spot. I'm just trying to mark where I'm going because everything out here looks the same and I'll never find my way back if I don't. So either someone's brought their dog for a walk, or we had a few little mates around here last night. And this is why I wanted to mark the way I came. So yesterday afternoon, we walked onto the beach and I thought I'd gone the same way, but I've ended up on a different part of the beach about 300 meters further west. from where we came out yesterday. So yeah, I'm glad I marked my way so I could find my way back. Otherwise I'd probably get lost. That's pretty cool though. So this is why I marked my way. When we get to this stuff, you can't really see where you've stepped before because it's all rock. So now I'm trying to find the marks that I scratched up so I can work out where I was. There's that one down there. I have lost the tracks that I scratched in, so I'm just now wandering along all these tracks that look the same. Oh, actually, this is starting to look familiar, maybe. Anyway, we'll just poke along and find our way out, I guess. Can't get too far lost, surely. So yeah, my hot tip would be if you come down to the Euclid Jetty and you're walking because you've camped somewhere else, you really mark it out well. Because now I'm wandering around the bush trying to find where I'm camped. But yeah, I did mark it, but I just lost them for a sec. Anyway, so after a couple of wrong turns, I found the old telegraph station so I can get my bearings from here. So I'll go and find camp now. After about another 3 minutes of walking, I did make it back to camp to a very upset but relieved Kaylee. So this was my landmark that saved me. What did you think had happened to me, Kaylee?
We were dead in a ditch.
Thought I was dead in a ditch.
Missing. I was missing for an hour to get water. It's very stressful.
I did get a little bit lost, but it's okay, I'm back. I'm alive.
Yay.
Don't sound so excited. Okay, day 3. Back on the road.
Yeah.
Today we are heading to Cagoon, I think it's pronounced. So yeah, we're just heading off from camp now after I've been found again. And yeah, not much but driving today. We might have a look at some caves along the way near Cockabiddy. I think there's some others along the way, but maybe the Blowhole, we might go and check that out. So we were going to grab some water at a servo somewhere, but we've just been, we cruised along out here and we found about 2 k's out of Mundrabilla, there's like a little rainwater collection shed type thing. And yeah, it says boil before use, but we're probably only going to use it for a quick tub. We just got a little 10-litre container we just fill up. So it's a hot tip, just outside Mundrabilla, so not too far from Eucla. You can get yourself some water. Water from the top. On second thoughts, don't be fooled. Tanks are empty, so we're going with an empty 10-litre. No water outside of Mundrabilla. Don't come here. So day 3 ended up being a lot of driving. After a bit of research, we decided not to head out towards some of the caves, as some of them were closed. So we just thought we'd punch through to Kaiguna. We did have one brief stop at Madura Pass, just for a quick bite to eat, and then we popped up and had a look at the lookout. But other than that, it was straight into camp for the night. This was meant to be our last morning on our crossing. We're just east of Kaiguna. I'll learn how to pronounce it overnight. We stopped up at a bush camp not far from Kaiguna. We'll go to Kaiguna to get fuel, and then the original plan was to go all the way to Norseman today, but talking to a couple of ladies at Border Village who are playing the Nullarbor Links golf hole there, they mentioned Fraser's Range Station, and they said it's a really good spot to stay, just east of Norseman. So we think we might stop there the night and track through to Norseman the next day. So we won't officially finish our crossing until a day after, but yeah, we're going to check that out. So yeah, I guess one of the benefits of chatting to people while you're traveling is you pick up these little tips, especially people coming from the west. You know out that way. They've already gone past it. So, but yeah, that's the plan. And then we're done with the Nully B, as Kaylee calls it. After a quick stop for fuel at Kaiguna, we headed off towards the blowhole. Kaylee's going to jump in the blowhole. Oh yeah, bit of wind in there. Then it was a bit further down the road to the 90-mile straight. Quick lunch stop at Caledonia. Yeah, side of the Skylab debris fell around this area. Minions, pretty cool. Just went and had a look inside. Got some little artifacts and stuff from the Skylab crash. Righto, we are heading into Fraser's Range Station. We finished at Caledonia, which is our last roadhouse. We're about 10 k's out of Fraser's Range Station. We asked for the night and then on to Norseman tomorrow, but we've kind of officially done it. Finished the Nullarbor. And yeah, things have changed. The landscape has changed. Kaylee would like me to point out that we aren't actually at the end of the Nullarbor, and I'm a fibber.
Not technically.
Not technically. Where are we?
Fraser Range. Fraser Range.
So yes, we are at Fraser Range Station now. We've just driven on, and yeah, I'll spend the night here and then finish our Nullarbor crossing tomorrow in Norseman. Thank you, Kaylee, for correcting me.
Yep, no worries.
We had a great night's stay at Fraser Range Station, and then we're up early the next morning before having a quick breakfast and then heading off on our last official day on the Nullarbor.
So we're just leaving Fraser Range Station, which is about an hour east of Norseman. A lovely little nightly stay. They do dinner and dessert, one menu item each day, a separate menu item on the dinner menu, but very nice. And you just sit with other travellers, you get to meet and talk to other people. Very cute little oasis in the bush. It's got some beautiful sandstone little cottages and lovely nice hot showers, nice rainfall shower, and yeah, cozy little spot. So we've just arrived in Norseman. We've just arrived in Norseman, and so that's officially it. We crossed the Nullarbor. Well done us. We did it.
Yeah, it's good. It's really a good experience. I'd recommend it. Just get ready for your wave. Practice your wave, because you'll be waving everyone on the strip on the road. But yeah, it's great. After a quick look around Norseman, we headed out towards Esperance to continue the WA leg of our journey.